which you know who Anna is in video games?
Anna, are you okay?
Anna
you well,
is
Anna?
the Mother 1 version of Paula. So we
You
already
got bombs,
have.
Anna, are you okay? That isn't funny, and yet I'm still saying it. I need to stop.
So anyway, Drunken Draconian just checking the sanctuary chest, and he will be off to Stoopslong's house. He'll get the 3 bombs, and he'll be right on Jet's heels, heading up toward the castle secret entrance. But of course, Jet has not yet checked sanctuary chest, so with 3 bombs plus a drop off the guard, he's got. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Well, I'm sure Jet just blew up with excitement there after seeing all that.
I want to say I hate you, but you're cross product, so it's like I have to just. Oh wow! What an open seed, guys! We just got the fighter sword from Uncle.
Is this even ...
GG. This race is done. They are in go mode now. Time to go to escape.
We have other.
We might as well. That's
yeah,
what Jet seems to be doing.
absolutely. You've got 3 chests. Got where the map usually is, plus where the boomerang usually is, plus Zelda's house. We do have some other video game characters named Anna. We've got Anna from WarioWare, from Cat and Anna, and we have Anna, but with 2 N's. That ran off with the Spoony Bard in Final Fantasy IV.
Don't forget the greatest Overwatch character, according to me, who only plays that character.
Renekton?
No, Anna.
Alrighty. So yeah, Drunken Draconian, thinking the same way as Jet, says, hey, I got the sword. It's a good early check here. So with that capacity upgrade, I wonder if Jet's going to go for the tree pull when he goes up toward the Lumberjack hut. Since he'll actually be able to collect the bombs here.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, this all. I mean, it depends on you know, whether they're just gonna go through sewers in the dark.
So I just Uncle's just sitting there dying, and he hands Link his sword, and he's like, Link, perform Sudoku on me.
Good luck on your scavenger hunt, son. Actually, he's his uncle. He wouldn't say that. Like, the uncle's the most dedicated scavenger hunt participant of all time. He actually dies and will just sit there dying until the best possible moment, or the worst, depending on how long it takes for you to go find Uncle.
Wow. I never thought about it, but I guess Randomizer is kind of like it is kind of like a scavenger hunt, huh? You're like, you don't know what items you gotta find right off the bat. Ooh, Jets! They're setting up a death warp. Watch Mirror being there, that'd be hilarious.
Okay, I got scared, because we've seen this happen on that exact chest, where they didn't keep track of their heart piece count, and
that would be hilarious.
Or they just decided to take the risk, and it turns out, oh, I'm just gonna get that refill. So
yeah,
Drunken also, fortunately.
Yep. I'm playing the same strat, but using a bomb slightly faster.
Yeah, they're gonna have plenty of bombs this seed.
Yeah,
so
both of them heading into the dark room.
They need to conserve them. See, this is exciting stuff because we're getting further into this tournament. We're still, not close to the end yet, but the matches the stakes just keep getting higher and higher for these players. So
yeah, the stakes are higher. Plus the way the Swiss pairing works. Each successive round, we're getting closer races. We're getting closer skill matchups, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a progressive round robin. It's interesting. Oh, and just a heart container.
All right. So Jet will bona fide be ahead now after grabbing that sank chest, but only slightly.
Yeah, I mean, he's technically ahead of this race by 1 rupee, so.
Just to explain how the Swiss pairing works a little bit, you see at the top of the screen there next to Jet's name, you see 3 and 1. You see next to Drunken Draconian 2 and 2. That's their record up to this point. The way the pairing works, it tries to put people with the same record up against each other so that it's going to be a closer matchup. And what it is, we have 6 rounds. and those who an 8 tree pool that time instead of 4. So two different tree pools getting bombs. So anyway, runners with at least 4 wins will advance to the next round. Runners that go 3 and 3 will go up against each other in a big race-off to see and have a chance at going to the next round.
I got a little excited seeing red on that ledge, but just $20.
What were you hoping for? That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah, who isn't, dude? Shoutouts to Phantom Ryu. He's
in Qatar.
To me, he's a personal legend.
In Qatar and still doing commentary for the
he is.
gaming.
He's dedicated,
and also
still...
serving his country in the military. So,
you know, I immensely respect him for that.
Yeah, we have a lot of Rio fans in the chat, and rightfully so. All right, so nice and comfy with the bomb counts here.
You know, I'm almost disappointed by how similar this beginning is. Not necessarily because they're not diverging routes, which is completely fine, because this is something that I would take early on myself before even, I wouldn't necessarily go to dam early, but that sword just changes everything. Like, you pretty much should just go the standard way.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure both of the runners will want to go to dam and the mini Moldorm cave with the sword.
Oh, and there's flute. Early flute. So, right away, they can go check Western Death Mountain.
Yeah, and both of these runners are already showing their prowess with dark rooms. I'm sure they'll do the sequence break and save the old man as well.
Well, with the dark rooms, though, I'm surprised they didn't go all the way to sewers and just check sewers, unless or
they
maybe
didn't have
end
the key.
Sewers. Oh, that's true. I completely forgot that there wasn't a key from that, an extra key from the escape.
Yeah, the key's gonna end up being behind the bombable wall, and the.
So it won't actually matter. It'll just be 2 extra items. Well, wait, did they find map or no?
Not sure.
Yeah, so I think
they're gonna need gloves to get in there either way.
Who items left in Hyrule Castle?
And
Oh, flips.
Hand gloves. Wait, foot gloves. Shut up.
I mean, oh man, is Aghanim gonna be required anyways?
Time for Aghanim.
So we're not even gonna have to worry about fake flippering to check Hobo and stuff early on. In fact, they'll want to do it anyways because of those early flips. That could mean
that early rupee count.
Yeah. Plus the flute, you can just flute straight to Lake Hylia. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's time to sing that song that wakes the bird up. That's the song that wakes the bird up, right?
Something like that.
Hey, I was gonna hold off for my Link's Awakening reference for that. It's not my fault that the flute came in the first 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I actually have never played Link's Awakening. Don't kill me, please.
That's the song that wakes the bird up in Link's Awakening.
We have a blue rang, fighter shield, and fighter sword in the first 10 minutes. Is this even randomized?
What?
Is this effectively even randomized, considering that they just have early game items and then just flute and flips? Like, and wow, okay.
Just like every blue item they have already.
I'm gonna have to reflect on what I just said there.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we have a pendant.
Vanilla green
desert.
Pendant. So with all these early speed items, I'm surprised the runners aren't going to talk to the tavern NPC.
So I only noticed that desert was blue pendant. You said Eastern was green pendant? Or was I getting
Eastern Palace was green pendant and blue pendant was in desert. So vanilla first 2 levels.
Oh man, the single arrow. So boot's gonna be required this seed in order to validate.
Oh boy. Stoops Roops.
RPG fan is predicting that there's going to be a big bottleneck later, despite this relatively opened up early game, and I can see that happening for sure. V26 definitely likes to do that in a good number of seeds.
Oh, Jet did a little trick there that DrunkenDraconian missed out on. You can actually get both of the items by only entering the dam once if you use the disappearing block trick with the mirror. Jet showed us that.
Yeah, you almost never see that because mirror like that early is feels a little uncommon to me.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get mirror in that first chest, and so you really can't do the glitch anyway.
And here's a tip: you always want to check the chest first before pulling the thingy, because what if the chest has boots?
Boots, yeah.
Another item. I bet you know the answer to this, Bash. What other item can you have that lets you skip the door transitions there and only enter the dam once?
Oh goodness. I actually don't know the answer to that.
The answer, I'll give you a hint. It's a similar trick to the Moldorm 2 room.
That makes sense because you can push the block and then hookshot onto the
Yep.
I'm guessing the chest itself. That makes
That's right.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So if
I've
you have
never actually
hookshot,
seen that in a race myself. That's really good to know.
it's pretty tricky actually. All right, Jet immediately jumping into the water here. Red rupee. So he'll be able to get. He does have enough money for Zora, so he's going to be able to get all 4 items on the other side of the whirlpool as well.
I'm glad I'm drinking whole milk instead of Gatorade today. That's for sure. Just rich.
Gatorade
wealth.
me rich.
Oh man, I'll let that slide. Okay, so far, Flipper's not necessarily indicating that we're going to see something requiring them early game. Now, there's still Zora Ledge. You know, Moon Pearl could be there.
Yeah, looks like Jet's headed over there
Something
now.
big could be there. Glove upgrade could be there, too.
Yeah. So you can actually access Zora. You need the 500 rupees, of course, but you can access his area with either flippers and take this whirlpool here, as Jet showed, or you can have glove and walk around. I mean, you can always fake flipper there, but the randomizer logic will always check for one of those 2 items. Hey, Justin, hey, there's your banana hat, or your banana scrunchie, since you're playing the girl.
I am 0 for 1. That number will keep increasing. The denominator. I'll still, like, guess wrong. Oh, but...
Hey, you get that one.
So we do have something on the Zora, on the ledge itself.
You did call a lift upgrade, so...
I don't know if that counts, though, because I was saying either Moon Pearl or lift upgrade, and that's, like, kind of a broad guess to
I
make.
bet King Zora is going to give them an item.
What if he has Moon Pearl, too? Like, what if it's just a double whammy here?
And then I'd accuse you of looking at the spoiler log.
Oh, nope, just some love.
500 rupees for some love. Who said money can't buy you love?
Shoutouts to TV tropes. Jerk with a heart of gold trope. Except the heart's kind of red and he spat out, so, like... I don't know if he's just hoarding them, if he's like Link, you know, defending bosses. Maybe King Zora is secretly, like...
He did kind of hurl it out. I wonder if, like... Maybe he's like a cow and he's got 7 hearts. Or like...
That's not how it works!
Maybe he's Zoidberg. You know, like how Zoidberg just keeps puking up organs and he doesn't eat them. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright.
So this is neat. I wonder if Jet's going to go to Death Mountain after this, or if they might go to, say, Desert and check the ledge and maybe Agena.
And there's the map.
So, there's that key, yeah, so it was 1 item.
Well, if they go to Death Mountain, they can get to Tower of Hera, but it's possible they won't even be able to get any items in Tower of Hera.
Okay, well, Jet's making the play, so...
Yeah. So the mirror will give them access to Dungeon 3, which does have a crystal, but if the big key is in the basement, then they will need either fire rod or lantern to progress through the dungeon.
I have a feeling that this is going to work out better for DD. Oh, and it kind of does. So early silvers.
I mean, if he finds a bow.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
he has to at some point.
D26s. Yeah.
Because pawn is most likely going to be required.
I mean, your bow is always required for Ganon's Tower as well.
That's true.
Even fluting from here to get to Eastern, I wonder. I mean, with the glove, you can take the little shortcut along the right side here.
I don't know how much faster that is, if it even is faster. I don't feel like it's that much faster, but maybe, I don't know. I've never timed, give different routes in this game, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, DrunkenDraconian did find the silver arrows, but the likelihood that Jet is not going to check that spot is pretty low, so.
Yeah, so
It's kind of a wash at this point.
Likely 5 free items for them. Maybe 6 if they get bow and they can complete the whole dungeon. I don't know how valuable that would be, though. Like, it is green pendant, and it is early. Like, if they find bow, will DD and or Jet keep going, but... Okay, so far, there's the map, so...
I don't know, there's some things to consider. For one thing, it's a pendant dungeon, and all the pendant dungeons are relatively short, so it wouldn't take them that much time to get the extra item. I'd say if Armos has an item, then they definitely go and finish it. They also have to consider the dark rooms, which in Eastern Palace aren't terrible, so there's the big key for Jet. He will be able to finish this dungeon. He'll get at least 1 item out of here, 2, unless the second item is in the base.
Oh my god!
Is it bow?
It was hammer.
Oh, jeez.
Why does that not surprise me? Like, Eastern... If Sanctuary doesn't hide something, Eastern almost always does. It's dumb. Either I'll find a lift upgrade there, or, like, a required mirror, or something. But that's the first item, so... I almost missed that, too. I was paying attention to Jet.
Yeah, I was looking to see what he got out of the vestibule, which I also missed.
Okay, so there's still the possibility that Armos could have something. Right now, it's like a 1 in 3 chance, I think.
There's still 2 items left, right?
Okay, Armos absolutely has something.
Yeah.
So we got.
It would have been a 2 in 3 chance, but now it's a 2 in 2 chance.
Good job.
Anyway, yeah, so he's got the dark room, which he's heading to now.
So that's big. Even with a sword, hammer's so important. Probably one of the most important items in Link to the Past Randomizer.
So this 2 big issues right here with finding that hammer there. One, he doesn't have Moon Pearl yet, so he's not really going to be able to unlock too much with that hammer, except, now this is the big thing, Eastern Death Mountain. Yep, exactly, which Jet is going to have to come back for. DrunkenDraconian will be able to do all this stuff Jet just did, and progress to get 8 more chests after that, so...
Question is, how long will Jet take to go to Eastern? I can't imagine he won't check, especially if he gets blocked off by... oh my god, Moldorm
that's good. That's good, but I still think DrunkenDraconian's route's going to be faster.
So we're about to see a bit of a time paradox, but it is dark, so the old man won't really know until they leave the cave who's actually escorting him.
Kind of like how Doc was working on the DeLorean, and he walks up to himself and he like turns away so he doesn't see himself.
Exactly like that.
Alright, Jet's starting at Sanctuary. He's gonna check those Flanctuary Bonk rocks to the west here. And then flute away.
Yeah, I tend to try to save those in case I get Moon Pearl elsewhere, but given they don't have it still, oh my god, look at this.
Who's that?
It's a little different. Old man was wearing different clothes, but...
I mean, it's like Mario and Luigi. They look the same, but they're wearing different clothes.
Link to the Past is just a Mario universe, but just apocalyptic after Ganon
yeah, but it's like...
got the Triforce.
Yeah, I mean...
They're just in their 70s now. My
it's
brother! He's just hoarse, but just excited. Well, they're grumbling old man at this point, so it's gotta be that Captain Lou Albano like voice.
Hey, Luigi, if you would just give me that mushroom, we wouldn't be into this mess.
Alright, so Jet making the Eastern play, I think.
Why he wouldn't. I've never seen the bunny form of Old Man Spray. That was pretty precious. That was amazing.
See, I screwed up because I was looking at Jet's gameplay. So I'll have to, unless he gets Moon Pearl soon, I will probably miss out and have to watch the VOD.
If he gets Gold Glove and no Moon Pearl, he might get Super Bunnies. Or, I mean, it's almost impossible to dodge all the bunny beams in Thieves Town. So,
is that like a Metroid thing? Bunny beam?
That's their actual name. I know I make up a lot of names for stuff, but that's their actual name.
Is that something you can get in the Super Metroid Randomizer?
What, bunny beam?
Yeah, just Wild Anaconda is just sitting in the distance, just shooting these beams out. You think like when the seed gets set up, you know, VTorp and all the devs ask Wild to just, you know, play Super Metroid in Link to the Past overworld and just be like, yeah, just you know, shoot the bunny beams wherever. Just litter Thieves Town with them, no problem.
Bunny beam is the thing that
Thanks,
turns
Elaine,
into...
I appreciate it. So this race is really even. Just, you know, despite the difference in dungeon order, really no time is being gained or lost.
Well, the time gain is going to come for DrunkenDraconian when he gets to Eastern Death Mouth.
Right. So Jet's not losing additional time at this point. But potentially.
Right, and the little bit that Jet pulled ahead in the beginning of the run, I'm not really sure what their execution is like relative to each other, but perhaps Jet's execution has been a little bit cleaner since he did pull a little bit ahead before they diverged. So maybe that'll catch him up a little bit.
So there is something that I'm a little worried about, and I wonder what you think.
Alright.
So if Moon Pearl isn't in Eastern Death Mountain, or say anywhere like Agina's Cave, is it possible that we might see an Aghanim play? I don't think so, but it's in the back of my head. Just
at this point, basically it goes like this. If you have Glove and Hammer and Moon Pearl, and you don't need Lumberjack item, you never have to fight Aghanim. Because Hammer, Glove give you access to every portal.
Oh, absolutely.
So, we do still have Ice Rod Cave, so I wonder if the runners will check that since they have boots. And Jet's coming straight back up here to Death Mountain after he grabbed the hammer, so... Well, he's a little behind. What if a couple screens.
The next few minutes are going to be pretty interesting if they exhaust a bunch of item locations and can't find a pearl.
I think we pretty much covered them. There's Ice Rod Cave and Agina's Cave.
Or we could see something like Catfish having Moon Pearl.
I don't know how that's possible.
It's not very likely though. You would need or sorry, it was
you would need I don't think
sorry, I'm confusing myself. I'm confusing myself.
You could walk from the pyramid up to like around the moat, but then you'd be blocked off by the rock and the hammer.
I'm sorry, I was confusing myself with Hammer being blocked off by Aghanim access, so
that actually happened to me in my race yesterday.
Yeah, there was a race I commentated a month ago where it was Quake. So those are the first three.
Okay, and he's already checked Spiral Cave, so he's only got the 2 chests and the...
Oh, and apparently I missed Moon Pearl. They found it. I think GD or someone found it. I'm not even paying attention, man.
Bacon medallion.
I seriously didn't see it. I'm guessing it was in, yeah, it had to be that first cave with the 2 chests.
That's where Jet just got it.
Okay, so I had a feeling it was there. It's not doesn't seem too surprising if you get
Bam.
Death Mountain access that early. That something's going to be there.
By the way, shout outs to Sabotender for tracking. He's catching a lot more of these items than we are, so.
That's true.
Drunken
Shout out to the
Draconian just wanted to
commentators
check.
For being our ombudsman tonight. That's actually that's not the right word.
What do you think, Skullwoods? I think
they should definitely go to
version
Skullwoods.
26. No, rule number 1 of version 26 is as soon as you can go to Skullwoods, go to Skullwoods.
Yep. Even if it seems unlikely you're going to find an item, and maybe something's blocked off by Fire Rod, you never know. The last tournament race I had last week ended up having Ice Rod there, so and it was a pendant Skullwoods.
It looks like Jet already gained a little bit of ground back.
Okay, so Thieves Town is red pendant, and we have Ice Palace.
I hate when Thieves Town's a pendant.
Was it Ice Palace and Mire for the red crystals?
Did not happen to see.
It might have been Skullwoods. I have to check. I mean, Jet's gonna be looking up the map, so. Oh, Hera was the other one, I think. Okay, Hera, Ice Palace, 5 and 6. So.
Oh, a mirror shield.
Wow.
A 26-minute mirror shield. That's an item we very rarely see. Okay, so Ice Palace and I guess it was Hera, 'cause I don't see it. Yep, Ice Palace and Hera being the quote red crystals.
That would be kind of trolly if both Canterburna and Cape were in the laser skip room at this point.
I mean, it's possible because they've got mirror shields, so yeah. Drunken Draconian not finding a key in the accordion room, so he's gonna have to go into the joke room. And this chest right here is always guaranteed to be a small key.
Yeah, it used to be for like one version or 2 versions back in the early V20 releases.
Gibdo, he's having fun. He's just bouncing off the bumper.
Gibdos are fun to deal with as long as you're not wearing green mail. They're terrifying due to they do like what 3 hearts of damage.
I don't know. I only play Oka.
I too like hexadecimal systems.
Oka?
Now I can see how your triple dip Turok theory could work out if like Fire Rod was blocked off in Bumper Cave and like Cape. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. What if it was like a double dip where you get
It would have to be Fire Rod because Fire Rod's, or it would have to be.
Yeah, I don't see actually. You know what? I don't see triple dip being a thing. I was like, what if first chest had something that was required, and then you'd have to go out of the dungeon, find something like Fire Rod somewhere after getting that one item. What if it's like Helmasaur having Fire Rod, and you get Bow from first chest and TR.
Yeah.
And then you have to get
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Cape or Burna and Laser Skip, and then go back to Spike Cave and get Ice Rod from Spike Cave.
Let's be real; these runners are
But
going
you'll
to
probably
sequence
find
break if they go to side. They're not going
here's
to
another thing.
consider.
They have plenty of health, but they don't have any bottles yet. So
True, and that blue mail does not mitigate any damage from the spikes.
oh no. So I didn't notice.
Hey, Drunken Draconian doesn't look
I
like he
don't
found any
notice
value in Skullwoods,
Neither is Jet in
unfortunately.
Thieves Town, I think. So
And Thieves Town is a pendant also. At least Drunken Draconian's cleared out a bit of a crystal dungeon. Alright, so speaking of your bumper cave, we just saw it. Look at it again. It's arrows.
I like how GD
Hot rod block.
saved this for checking North Dark World, so then you can route in the Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, and
Also,
King's Tomb.
also King's Tomb since they have mirror.
And he can use those flippers to hop over to Catfish if he chooses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little out of the way though. One of the most out of the way items, but this is as close to it as he's going to be at any point, so he might
Might as well
throw it in there.
make the gamble and see if Pyramid has something. That early hammer's nice because the hammer chest isn't gonna. Oh, an ice rod is at the hammer chest.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So Ice Rod is usually placed pretty late in the logic, since it's the only thing that it unlocks is killing the boss of Turtle Rock, and a lot of times it ends up in Turtle Rock, and runners will end up in a frenzy. Where's Ice Rod? Where's Ice Rod? And then they eventually give up and look for it in Turtle Rock, and it's in Turtle Rock. So
that would
having
almost
Ice
be
Rod
cool if it
early
wasn't
in a
the-
seed where Turtle Rock's a
Yeah.
crystal is definitely a plus.
That's actually not super trolly because oh my god, and
Oh,
bow
the
in
bow.
game. What's this? Got a few overworld items in V26. Let's go.
It's very rare.
Yeah, no, it's. Oh man. Yeah, so that's not actually a super trolly ice rod for this seed because hammer was required for Moon Pearl. So, you know, unless it turned out that hookshot was also an item you can get
DrunkenDraconian
before
hasn't
needing
gone
Moon
in here.
Pearl. Yeah, it's just a matter of dipping into Thieves Town.
So I guess D is for deceased because it was in the grave, right?
Now here's another thing. What if Pedestal has something? Because we have relatively fast pendant dungeons here.
Well, let's think about that.
I mean, Thieves Town isn't extremely fast, but you know it's important now that we know the ice rod's there. So
There's
I mean,
always
we
a
know
chance
that-
of a required medallion being, or Cane of Samaria, since
yeah,
6 and 7. Mire and Turtle Rock.
we could have hookshot there too.
Ah.
Well, though, yeah, because they have mirror and they have flute. Well, they need Tinesmith though, so they still can't go to desert yet. Also, they need a fire source.
Right. They'd need a fire source to finish.
Oh,
it.
and chat's getting ready for Hype Cave. It's always a fun thing to take care of here.
Grape Cave. And Jet's got the digging game.
Oh, just red rupees. Oh, there's
Oh,
the first
bottle.
bottle. Wow, that was like almost completely vanilla, like Hype Cave. Oh no, except there were, I think some of the chests had like 300 rupees.
No, I
and
think
vanilla.
they're.
I'm not sure.
Are they?
not
I was
sure.
thinking they
I
were all
forget.
reds.
But that bottle,
Oh, well, finally,
Could be
5
good.
seconds to spare. Jet digs up his piece of heart. Alright, so with hammer and with bow and with Palace of Darkness being a crystal with 5 items, DrunkenDraconian's gonna head in there right now. Checking his rupee count to make sure he has 110 because this gouging little monkey's gonna need him. Little purple monkey dishwasher.
yeah, even with the early Zora visit, money's been pretty good for them this seed. And Jet checking old Stumpy here. Oh, there's the mushroom. That would have actually been really funny if that first chest was actually like big key or something to bow lock them. But
It
fortunately
won't be
for
funny
Jet-
for Jet if he ends up going in the
Yeah.
pod looking for the bow.
Yeah. Now, it hasn't bow and pod. I've almost never seen. I've seen it like one time in V26, so I don't know if he's gonna really want to check for bow there. Since he's in Darkworld right now and he's doing some overworld exploration, and he is going up north, so he could
Yeah,
very well just route in the rest of this overworld here and get bow.
he's gonna need hookshot to do that, but he's got 2 spots
that
where
is true.
hookshot could be. So you can go from left to right if you have flippers. You saw DrunkenDraconia go that way, DrunkenDraconian. Or did he mirror and flute? I think he might have
I
fluted
don't
to
think
go
he
to Hype
went down
Cave first.
south. I only think he went to Hype Cave, and that was it.
Right, okay. I think he fluted to the swamp portal. But anyway,
Yeah, that
the
sounds
screen
about right.
that Jet's on here, if you've got flippers, you can go from left to right. If you've got hookshot, you can go from right to left.
And you know, since you got the mushroom, I can see why he's doing this and putting off like the Northwest Dark World locations
True.
that weren't Village of Outcasts.
Hey, so that's an extra item that could potentially be hookshot for him.
And he can get a free potion too.
A free
Oh, but
potion.
speaking of hookshot, wow.
Oh boy. That's unfortunate for
These
Jet.
dungeon locations, dude. This is a fast seed so far.
Oh boy! Wow!
Wow!
There you go.
Oh
That's
my
gonna
god,
send Jet up to
when is he
Death
gonna
Tower.
visit Stumpy, dude? When's DD gonna go to Stumpy?
Well,
So
Gold
hookshot,
Glove
what is
blocks
Warlock?
off See, Gold Glove blocks off 3 dungeons, and DrunkenDraconian looks like he's prioritizing dungeons, so he's gonna have to end up checking Overworld soon, I'd say. Actually, it blocks off 4 dungeons if you count Desert Palace at this point, since they all
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting, depending on how long he decides, hey, you know, I should at least try doing some, you know, Outcast, or, I don't know, finish up the rest of South Dark World.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Jet flute to 1 and check out Dark World Death Mountain here. Well, I don't know, he still doesn't have hookshot, so he might put it off. Just as I said, he's gonna put it off. This is a classic Jet play, flying straight over to the Misery
Surprised he didn't
Mire
jump off and check
overworld.
ledge.
He might mirror and check ledge and then head into Desert Palace.
That,
But that's
yeah, that
another
makes sense.
pendant, so maybe he won't. Well, it's a pendant, but he can get at least 1 item. Only Jet
Bo
knows what
was
Jet's
in
gonna do.
Sorry, it was in King's Tomb.
Which Jet has access to now the easy way with Gold Glove. Wow.
Yeah.
So this could actually pay off for him.
It looks like we have Misery Mire requiring Ether. All right, and Jet is making the quick Desert Palace check. He has everything he needs to check everything besides Land Mollusk. So if he gets 2 items here, he's good to go.
Yeah, also what you're going to see him do is he can just mirror and quickly go back to that exit where he left his Dark World portal,
Yeah,
and
it's
he'll
gonna be a
use
really
that to go
fast
over to
check.
Checkerboard. Yeah, he'll go into the Dark World and then head over to Checkerboard Cave after this. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to A Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament, where the only thing that's not random is the hype. Can I get some hype from you guys? No? Alright.
Maybe random levels of hype.
Random levels of hype. There's always
Random
at least
level
some,
of,
though.
voice cracks on my end.
But anyway, we have a match between Jet082, who is 3-1, already secured himself a spot in the race-off. If he wins tonight, he will for sure be moving on to round 2. And we have DrunkenDraconian, who is 2-2, who needs to either win this or his next race just to get to the race-off. So, got that going on. Make sure you give both of these runners a follow. Definitely, they've been practicing in the off time, off stream, on their own streams. So put a lot of work in just to entertain you guys.
So Land Mollusk, I think, has the other item. I don't think he's gotten anything from.
Yeah,
left side.
all I saw was the red rupee there.
same
Compass
here.
was on the. So he's gonna.
Oh, he almost went in.
He's gonna go in and then say, "I can't do that because I don't have anything to light the torches."
Maybe if he rubbed his hands really hard
Well,
and really fast and just created, you know, intense amounts of friction. Oh, this helm sword is going to be...
I would say that he could just... I mean, you can make fire by rubbing 2 sticks together, but unfortunately he's got silver arrows, so that's not going to work. If he had wooden arrows, he could make fire with them. So, Aegina's cave.
Oh, someone's mentioning boot friction.
I mean, it makes smoke, right? And
Yeah.
where there's smoke, there's fire. So
What
they
are
say.
those, dude?
DrunkenDraconian could finish out Swamp Palace with the hook shot, as Chet's mentioning.
The day that I start practicing the Dark Maze room will be a day that I am not looking forward to.
It's not awful. I have a map actually printed out on an actual piece of paper. Yeah,
that's
paper. Remember
smart.
paper, guys? I have a map on a piece of paper. It shows the dark rooms. It doesn't have the Eastern Palace dark rooms though, because I printed it out in an
But we live
earlier
in the
version.
digital world. Nothing's tangible anymore.
Well, I don't really feel for you.
How can our bits be real if our eyes aren't real? I don't know. I had nothing to go on there. Okay, so finally the sick kid check. Just
Go
some,
buy
just some
me
allowance.
medicine. You sure, kid? What can you buy with 5 rupees? Maybe like 1 Flintstones vitamin? Come on.
Shoutouts to Siva Gunner. I'm so sorry.
Hey, when I was a kid, I only got $2 from my allowance, but I was also the youngest of 5 kids.
Maybe the sick kid's granddad gave him the money to buy some Flintstones vitamins.
And then DrunkenDraconian, his granddad, is just gonna go back and steal it from him.
So did he not? Oh, never mind. He's going Eastern. Maybe. Nope. Never mind. He's not.
I was laughing at chat. I walked 15 miles
Chat
uphill
is-
in the snow to Kinko's to print out the map.
Flipping copies.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Jet. The chickens don't actually break down the pegs. You have to hit them down with your. Oh, and there's Bombos. It's not Ether, but hey, if TR requires any of the other two, then we may see an early. Well, depending on where Kane is and where Fire Rod is.
Sorry about that. I got DDoSed for a second.
No, it's okay.
It's heading in the swamp.
I'm hitting some frame drops myself. All I know is they both mirrored. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm having
Okay,
a little
good.
bit of trouble on the restream though.
Yeah. Both at the 42-minute mark.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, our boy Fiesel working on it. He's gonna get us right back up and running. So don't you worry a bit.
All right, time for 7th
Okay,
inning stretch.
oh, Jet's going to Ice Palace.
I am not seeing anything. Hey.
I just got the frame. So Jet, this is interesting. He doesn't have hook shot.
Or red cane.
Oh, but tempered in the first Swamp Palace chest. So late game is going to be no problem at all for DD, and I expect will not be a problem for Jet unless he gets tempered somewhere else. Then, you know, we could see the seed being graced by our Lord and Savior Paula Deen, Master of Butter,
Jet's
Queen
gonna
of the
use
Butter.
Quake to take out the Mighty Ducks. Let's talk about Quack.
And
Using it to
Anaheim
kill
just
his
got
ducks.
destroyed. I mean, I live in Cali too, so I guess I'm just, you know, I have to run for my life as well.
Oh boy.
Bye, guys. The quake is too much. Man, my voice is giving out on me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no sugary electrolyte-ridden drinks for me.
Alright, so DrunkenDraconian is going to check the west wing of Swamp Palace. He's still looking for that red cane, still looking for Ether, and possibly will need Bombos, which Jet's already found, but Bombos could possibly be the medallion they need for the T-Rock lock. We don't know that yet. Ooh. Jet having a little bit of trouble setting up his bomb jump here. Gets it on the second try. DrunkenDraconian remembering not to flood the key. Good on him. Jet really making use of that Quake medallion. I like to use hookshot on these guys. Of course, Jet has not yet found that. We found that in Palace of Darkness. DrunkenDraconian's got it. Welcome back.
Did I miss any clutch plays by either player? I'll take that as they're just continuing on with the exploration.
They're still looking.
These are like the two worst dungeons too to full clear. They just take forever to walk through, but given that they have access to them this early on, especially for DD, it'll be interesting. Ooh, that's a convenient big key. Wow.
Yeah, just in time. But I'd say Ice Palace is rather difficult to route because you have to consider.
Oh
man,
my god.
That's huge.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure how many items Jet's picked up yet, but since he did the bomb jump, he can bypass all these locked doors here. So Ice Palace is really difficult to map.
Man. He knows.
But he has no bows.
And no hookshot. Now he can still full clear without the hookshot, I think, but well, I mean, he can do the bomb jump, so, and I know both players can absolutely do that, I think, so.
I'm trying to... Ice Palace is so tricky to navigate. You have to figure out which way you want to go based on where your keys are and which items you have. He doesn't have hookshot, but I think since he's got that small key, at the very worst, you can go to that cross trap room.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In the iced tea room.
Alright, was that number 2
this
or
goes
3?
Up to... Does this go up to the... Oh no, this goes up to the cracked egg room. But see, now,
yeah, I believe so.
Right, so this is where he's not going to be able to get across without hookshot. Unless he knows the Ice Palace bomb jump too.
Yeah, it sounds like,
Looks like he's just going to finish it. He's found 2 items, and there's always a possibility Cold Stair's got the final item too.
Yeah. That'll be extra convenient if Cold Stair happens to have it.
Yeah, if not, he'll either have to... I just hope that the 3rd item won't be important.
Well, also, you know, Swamp actually being kind of dry in terms of, you know, some pretty healthy items besides Tempered Sword, but even then...
Swamp dry? That's ironic.
Ha! Yeah, that's the... Yeah. I'm very subtle.
Puns take time. You're still a little wet behind the ears.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
You're leaving me with a murky demeanor, man. I'm not happy. And DD just snipes Argus here.
You're really good with puns.
Okay, Jet needs to be careful. Oh my god, that's... Wow, okay. That was some good
he might be using, pause buffer strats here.
Wow.
All these swamp
was a little bit
are
nervous
leaving
there.
my mind boggled. Ah.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh boy.
So with that fire rod though, I mean... That is unfortunate. I mean...
Well, he got
that's big for DD, because all he has to do is... So now he's gonna go find his way to get his mitts right now.
I mean, that's the progression that Jet wanted to find there.
But that means a double dip into Ice Palace, which is... Ugh, that's not good.
Right.
Because DD, unless DD also dies in like the same spot.
But given the death, I mean, piecing out doesn't lose him that much more time over going back in to finish low on resources.
That's true. Plus, he doesn't have to kill any more enemies and get keys and all that. He can just go straight to the Cold Stair.
Yeah.
At least you know, go moding Ice Palace is a pretty fast.
DrunkenDraconian's going to get do the frog and stuff before checking Old Stumpy, but of course we know Old Stumpy has the mushroom into the gold glove, which is what he's really looking for right now. So Jet is going to save a trip into Skullwoods. DrunkenDraconian came in here earlier and didn't really help him out too much.
Now with Jet up in Skullwoods,
DD got the shroom. Okay.
Will he
I
go
was
and
looking
grab
at the
his
tracker
bow?
for the gold glove, but obviously he needs to turn in the mushroom. I'm sorry. Will Jet go somewhere?
Will Jet go and check Northern Dark World?
I think
or just
so.
Northern, or sorry, just Northern Hyrule and go for Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb.
He's already
after-
gone for Bonk Rocks. I think that he will do all the other stuff, though. After Skullwoods.
Here's hoping. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but you never know.
Oh, nice bumper boost.
Oh, we're finally checking Ice Rod Cave, almost an hour in. If that had some, I mean,
Could be Ether.
it could be.
Could be a red rupee.
I've never been good at doing this room fast without Cane of Samaria. Alright, DD's gonna be very happy to finally find his mitts.
Yep. Yeah, I usually like to kill the Gibdos. But it's terrible if you've only got Master Sword. So we saw DrunkenDraconian let his B out, so he's gonna buy the blue potion, which...
Okay, I was a little bit confused for a second, because DD's capture made it look like mitts were the gloves.
Oh.
I was like, what? Hold on.
Not
Hold
enough
on just a second
saturation.
here. Yeah, just that and the... Yeah, basically color saturation. The gamma.
Gamma? Are we doing the Mega Man 3 tournament again?
I've actually have not seen that. I don't play the Mega Man games. I'm sorry. Don't destroy me.
Well, that's alright, as long as you listen to the music.
Don't crucify me. Music's pretty cool.
Okay. Alright, so DrunkenDraconian's gonna do a similar play in the Desert Palace here. He doesn't have his fire source yet, though, but it is a pendant. So Landmola has an unknown item. Right, meow, but...
That'd be nuts if it was Ether. They can just go right back to Meyer.
Yeah.
But we know that, you know, DD's not going to find anything except for some money.
Mm-hmm. DD won't be able to finish Desert Palace, and Jet isn't very likely to go back to Landmola too soon, I would say.
Yeah, Jet's got quite a little bit of stuff, and we know where, again, we know where Bow and Hookshot is. So in the, you know, I guess a more unlikely chance that we have something like Kane directly from Landmolus, or, you know, maybe Powder being there, or Shovel, which would lead to something like Kane.
So I think, was it both items are locked behind the obelisk here? Or the monolith, rather. I say obelisk.
I think
monolith.
so.
So Jet's gonna have a really tough Mothula fight. He can pick up an extra heart in this next stream and have 6 hearts. But he's got Master Sword and not a whole lot of magic power.
Yeah, and silvers don't do anything against Mothula, so... Well, he doesn't have a bow, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can just use him as a melee weapon at a -4 penalty.
But I mean, I don't think it takes that many Tempered Sword slashes in terms of, you know, equivalent damage. Ooh, there's one hit.
Yeah, you got it. So yeah, the spin of the Master Sword will be equivalent to a Tempered Sword. Or if he chooses to use Hammer, that would be equivalent to a Tempered Sword.
That'd be a little bit riskier since Hammer's hitbox is not very forgiving. Especially if you're aiming from below or above.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like Jet's going to handle this okay.
That and having the dodge spikes and make sure not to hit Mothula into spikes.
There.
He's got it.
Nicely done.
Just as I said, it would be easy for him.
And just a piece of heart, so...
Alright, so finally we're getting a check on the Dark World East Death Mountain. 7 item locations. Plus we'll be able to check what that T-Rock lock is, and we'll know exactly which medallions the runners will need to be in go mode. Jet does have that elusive ice rod though. I would say that's probably his biggest advantage right now.
Yeah, Didi hasn't bothered to go to Thieves Town at all.
Yeah, if Jet enters Turtle Rock in go mode and DrunkenDraconian's still looking for that ice rod.
Because it almost always
That
seems
could
like a
be a
given. You
game
want to go to
changer.
Thieves Town early just to see what it has, you know. Even as a pendant dungeon with 4 item locations, and it's being a
Jet
big
dodgers
dungeon,
murder dactyls.
you know, you never know what TT could have. I mean, it is a bit of a time investment, but, you know, if that's like the
I
first
usually,
dungeon in the world.
I never
Yeah.
find anything there. That's why I call it T_T. Yep, Jet is gonna find the bow here, and probably
town of
that'll
sadness.
send him over to probably send him over to Helmasaur, House of Dark. Okay, what do we got here? Turtle Rock requires Quake, which both runners already have. However,
So we
Ether
could
is still on the
see-
loose. Ether could be in Turtle Rock, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where Kane is.
Or Pedestal. Oh yeah, Kane.
If Kane's in Mire, then we know that Ether can't be there.
Right. Speaking of Ether, DrunkenDraconian just grabbed a heart container.
Might be here in Hookshot Cave. Oh, it's not. And
Alright,
Jet
Jet's
finally
got
getting his bow. He's gonna go straight somewhere. Who knows? But
Yeah.
sounds like Pod would be an immediate choice.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he'll choose to mirror over to Eastern Palace and
Yep,
get the
and that's exactly
last
what he's
item in
gonna do.
Green Pendant. And Pedestal is still an unknown here. Could, as we said, could be Red Cane. Or, you know, Ether. Alright, DrunkenDraconian is technically sequence breaking right now.
Does it? I think the logic does account for you having a bottle.
We'll have to double check with the devs on that.
I believe you can do this as long as you have a bottle, or you know, burn it or
Yeah, what
something.
difference does it make? It was just bomb.
Also, where did Drunken get half magic? I did not even see that.
Might have been in Swamp Palace,
Oh, you could be right.
but I'm usually not. And Ether is required to get into Mire. Yep. So,
We're getting. Looks like it was. Oh, yeah, it looks like it was Swamp Palace. So according to Chloe Power, Spike Cave logic is either Blue Cane or Cape, or
Blue
two
Cane or
bottles.
Cape. So you always need 2 bottles? I guess it's easier than counting the heart containers.
well, given that it's a no glitch logic, it probably counts for, you know, someone not optimally going through the room and
Yep.
being at
Jet's
a
gonna be able to
conservative
gain some time here. DrunkenDraconian's checking all that overworld stuff that Jet's already gone for. However, if DrunkenDraconian does go into this dungeon here, he's gonna find that ice rod, which is Jet's big
Here he
advantage.
goes.
Well, Jet's still got fire rod too, or
Yeah.
hot rod, as someone in chat called it. Shout outs to that guy.
But remember, Drunken can go through Ice Palace in one go, so... I mean, I don't know, really, I don't know what the time impact of, you know, again, dying in Ice Palace was. I guess it depends on whether or not Cold Stare has an item, let alone...
The overworld trek to
Something
Ice
required.
Palace is relatively short, so Jet not finishing on the spot isn't gonna hurt. It's just the big time is just gonna be the actual travel from the front door to Cold Stare's chamber. Oh, you know what? DrunkenDraconian can't do Ice Palace yet because he needs Bombos first, which was in Hammerhole.
Right.
But he might be headed over there after Thieves Town, since he seems to be clearing out Village of Outcasts here.
We cannot check Pedestal yet because neither player has a book.
Mm-hmm.
It's still
And
possible that it could have something, but
It's also possible that the book could be locked behind the pedestal,
yeah.
like if it's in Ganon's tower or something.
Or one of the tablets.
Yeah.
Oh no, you need both for tablets. I'm sorry.
Oops. Or it could be, say, Ether at Pedestal and Book and Misery Mire.
Yeah. You know, besides, I guess, Ice Palace having a little bit of a trolly fire rod, the seed's been decent. Not, I wouldn't say amazing, but
Yeah, one of the lesser known tricks that you figure out by doing Randomizer is that you can use bombos to get into Ice Palace to kill those freeze ores. But at this skill level, I'm sure
yeah,
both of these runners have encountered a number of seeds where that was the move to make. We thought it might be a jet seed. Boots were fairly early, and Flute was basically the first thing they found. The Flute was in Kakariko Village. Okay.
Now it's not as important, but we still don't know where Lamp is.
That's true. The hookshot was not behind a dark room, though. I don't think it was.
No, it was
wing.
Bolox.
Right.
Oh, and of course Jet finally getting his hookshot too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess none of the stuff that they found in Pod was behind the lantern. Sometimes if you sequence break, it can give you a clue on the item that you were supposed to have. So there was half magic in the big chest. Chat did say that it was in Pod.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes. All right, gotcha.
So say for example, I mean, Ether was in one of the dark rooms. We would know that Lantern would not be in Misery Mire.
Yes.
But like, as far as the, I mean, I don't think either of these runners are really going to bat an eye at having Lantern or not. I don't think either of them really cares. So after Jet has hookshot, after he leaves with hookshot, he's bound to head to Death Mountain, right? Do you think he's gonna enter Turtle Rock?
He hasn't gone to Swamp Palace yet.
True, he'll probably go there first since he can full clear.
Yeah. I mean, we know that Swamp Palace didn't really have much besides Tempered, so it would be faster going there in go mode, but you know that with it being a dungeon, a crystal dungeon nonetheless, and then having 6 items, yeah, I'd be surprised. Now here's the thing, Hera. Oh, that's right. Jet hasn't completed Ice Palace yet.
C is for capacity upgrade.
We could see Ether in Fat Fairy, or we could see something in Fat Fairy. Doesn't have to be Ether itself.
I don't remember. Is there still an outstanding item in Tower of Hera? Or did they find both?
They haven't gone back. Well, they also didn't have a fire source, so
They didn't have a fire source, but I don't know if they found the map.
I want to say they did find both, but
so Jay, having the fire rod has a much easier time in the 6 turtles room.
Her basement is actually an item, according to the chat.
Okay.
It'd be funny if it just led to Lamp. Alright, here we go, DD. He's doing it.
Oh.
He's gonna get his bombos.
That hammer. So this will allow him access to Ice Palace and Fire Rod, but will he go straight there? He might do Frog and Gary's.
I mean, he might as well. He can beat the dungeon. He has bombos, and he has hookshot and flips, so.
If Jay had played the dungeon a little differently, he could have saved his small key. Or, I mean, there's also a possibility that Cold Stare has the other small key. But either, it's not real. Either way, it's not going to be good for Jet if that last item turns up in Ice Palace. But we do have him going into Eastern Palace. He's got to navigate the dark rooms to get to the 6 Armos Knights. He'll kill them for 1 item plus the green pendant, which when turned into Hospital, will give him another. Yep.
And it gets him that close to the pedestal in case it actually is required.
I mean, he's already got the pendant out at Thieves Town, right?
Yeah, and Desert Palace is fast enough as it is, because all he has to do is kill Landmalus. So
yeah, he already cleared the south half.
An extra item out of either Desert or Eastern.
That's true. I think they did only find one in Desert, right?
Yes, they only found a red rupee.
So that's an item. So Armos will give him an item.
Oh, but DD is going to Ice Palace, so he will be rewarded handsomely for.
Yep, he'll get the fire item. We'll see what. Perhaps we'll see what Jet left behind here. But it's kind of funny. Both of the bosses in the pendant dungeons will yield 2 items for Armos plus the green pendant,
interesting.
And then Landmola plus the pedestal.
It's crazy. We might see we could potentially see a double dip in at least 2 of these Light World dungeons. Depending on what Eastern has. But I mean, also with Hera being a crystal dungeon, I don't know if that really has any weight on, progressive items being in a crystal dungeon more likely than a pendant, but I cannot English today. Oh man. So
that's like getting loose change for Halloween, man.
Pretty much.
Or here, go buy the candy. I'm not giving it to you.
So there's something I found on Twitter, and it was little packs of salad, spinach, little kid-sized packs of salad.
For Halloween?
Yeah. Designed for Halloween. No dressing, no nothing.
I mean, I love spinach, but
I do too.
As a kid, I did not.
Oh man, I mean, powder's nice.
Yeah, powder is a good item in its own right.
In a lot of dungeons. Nothing from Sahasrara.
Oh man, I just want to see what's that pedestal at this point.
Oh man, the possibilities. I want to be pleasantly surprised that Desert or something has it.
What?
So, depending on
or Red Cane. Yeah, Ether and Red Cane are the big unknowns right now.
This could end up working out big for him. But if it turns out that Fat Fury has at least something, that puts DD, they'll keep DD in prime position here.
Here we go. Oh, and Batman gets rupees.
The progressive rupee.
What if rupees were progressive? The first one's green, and then blue, then red, then 50, then 100.
Oh man.
Then 20, then 200.
And then just some value that overflows the game. Or overflows some rupee value. They have negative 32,768 rupees or something.
Well, let's see how many.
I don't think they use that many bytes for the rupee count, but who knows?
At least 2, right? Which gets them to 65535, I believe. So that's a lot.
No, 2 bytes is 2 bytes is a short. That would give them.
Don't make me alt control C here. And yes, I do have calculator.
Oh no, 2 bytes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, 65,000.
Oh, but Kane's there too.
Oh, well, Jet just came right back to Ice Palace, so he's gonna get it soon. But
that's insane.
Wow. That's
crazy, dude.
Well, fortunately, Jet's gonna be able to skip the Ice H room and the double dog dare room that DrunkenDraconian's in right now.
Wow, so DD actually not really losing. Man.
Wow, and Jet hasn't gone to get the Tempered Sword out of Swamp yet. But if he has Go Mode Swamp Palace, which isn't very likely because he won't probably get Ether first. I don't know
I
about
don't know,
this.
because the only dungeon that's locked to them right now, or locked to well, yeah, it will be locked for both players at this point. Will be Meyer. So
Basically,
clear
like
Turtle Rock
Ether
after
is
this.
in Turtle Rock. Like Ether
Has
is
to
in
be.
Turtle Rock.
Has to be there in Turtle Rock.
I mean, we don't even have a book
Well,
to
hold on.
unlock any more overworld
Did
spots.
Jet only found Fire Rod as the one item he found, right? Or did he actually go and find 2 items?
I recall him finding a
kinda
second
second or
item. I
third
think
item.
a piece of heart in the iced tea room. I think DrunkenDraconian is about to grab it here. Piece of heart.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's all 3. Or on pedestal. That is true.
That's true. And if Ether's on pedestal, Jet has the advantage on
That's
that
a
end.
huge advantage. Maybe not huge, but a significant advantage, depending on how long it would take for DD to make that play.
That's kind of funny. He can just go through the doors. He should have the big key, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got Canis Amario.
He's
Who
got
needs
Kane.
to
Yeah,
go
he's
the
got
right?
Kane.
Who
He's
needs to
good to
go
go.
the right way? Oh boy. Oh, is DD gonna miss Fire Rod?
Oh man. That's right, he never killed the Freezors above the big key room. Oh, DD!
And we do see Jet is about to grab his Canis Amario here. Oh, no, you missed it.
My heart's just breaking into
Well,
right now.
Jet's gonna get the small key in the map first, and then he's gonna go get the Canis Amario. I don't know why you wouldn't get that chest first, like, especially
more
knowing
direct
you only
path
have one
there.
item left to get in there.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
I mean, it makes sense because you naturally like want to go right to left to go back. But I say if you've only got one item left to look for, if he remembers he found Fire Rod and Piece of Heart, then he should just check the chest as soon as he comes across it.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like the route you would take if you were intending a full clear. But if you're like, clear till I find 3 items, then it might be a little different.
Oh no, don't do it!
Oh,
he's doing it!
And he's leaving the Fire Rod behind.
Oh man, Jet!
Where is he
This
even
is
gonna
huge
go
for
from
Jet.
here?
I mean, it's not often you find Fire Rod here, but you never know.
What's DrunkenDraconian
And being several items away from Go mode.
Oh, he's gonna go for Fat Fairy, I guess.
Before not be thorough.
Maybe he just miscounted, or maybe he couldn't figure out. Like I said, Ice Palace is tricky to route. You have to play it differently based on where you get the small keys and based on
but I mean,
which items you have.
Like,
yeah, just straight up leaving an item.
I don't know. Like I always do left to right just because that's all I know when full clearing. But yeah, I don't know. Like that's 2 chests he missed. So
well, 2 chests, 1 item.
maybe he's banking. Maybe he was just banking on Fat Fairy having Fire Rod. Because he can do Fat Fairy. Now if Fat Fairy has Ether, that's just gonna put off.
That was the one thing I forgot.
More.
Fat Fairy could have Ether. I think other than Fat Fairy, Ether would be in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I think it's in Turtle Rock. But again,
I mean, that's statistically the most likely place at this point.
Is in play here, so.
Or just pedestal. So now, if Jet had killed Cold Stare, he would have been able to use that small key to go back and get Canis Amaria. That's
crazy.
Kind of the tragedy here.
The unfortunate double dip into Ice Palace. Granted, he didn't have hookshot, but you know, man, that gamble by DD just completely negated any time loss Jet had from falling Ice Palace. Oh my god, there's
Oh, and we have more fetch quests for DrunkenDraconian.
Shouts to Lamgwin and Check. Hey
and
folks, can you play randos? Are you tired of full clearing every
swamp.
dungeon? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to do it?
Swamp in the Fat Fairy.
Oh. I was interrupting you, man. I'm sorry.
I was interrupting you too.
Whenever I get like these infomercial kind of like pastas, I have to read them.
Why don't you pause for station identification? Dude, station identification.
Oh, you'd love this guy's comment. Hey folks, do you play randos? Are you tired of full clearing every dungeon only to get a map in the last chest? Do you lose track of how many items are in each dungeon? Head on over to twitch.tv/crossproduct and download a free tracker today!
Oh man, I can't wait to get mine. Thanks, Lamgwin.
Terms and conditions are limited. Please dial 888-888-888 for more information. This product may be noted to
Plus
state platform to cause
$4.95
cancer.
shipping and handling. Yes, you can
It's all
get
about
a
that.
tracker
It's all about
on my
that small
channel.
print, guys. You have to read the fine print.
But if you guys are gonna navigate away from this page, it should be to Jet082 and DrunkenDraconian's page. Give these guys a follow. Runners are doing all the work. We're just goofing off and having fun.
Just listen to these testimonies. Hi guys, I'm Bash Prime and I use Cross Products Tracker in every race, even if I lose horribly. And then I make like a thumbs up to the camera. I wink. I smile. My teeth
You're not
gleam.
supposed to read those
in the
out loud.
lights.
They're in parentheses, dude.
Oh.
Oh, a red mail.
Oh. That's something. So Jet getting his tempered sword. He is in good shape for combat-related stuff that involves combat. And make sure to follow our runners. Shoutouts to Feasel for reminding us to remind you. You can check out Jet on twitch.tv/Jet082 and DD at twitch.tv/DrunkenDraconian. These guys are playing their hearts out for us. So make sure to give them some love and support. They are doing a wonderful job.
And don't forget Sabotender, our lovely tracker this evening, who's just has to sit in the Discord channel and listen to us ramble on in real time while he's trying to
Sing
keep
our
track
song.
of stuff.
Sorry, sing my song.
Oh, Drunken Draconian is heading into Eastern Palace, which isn't gonna be anything for him unless that ether does turn out to be on pedestal.
Yeah.
Oh, Jet's gonna skip the West Wing? I think there might be an item over there, so he'll probably come back in to get it, but...
Did DD go west side, or did he not? I don't think he did.
I'm certain
I don't remember if he
DD
did.
did go west side, he did.
Okay, okay.
Don't
I mean, it
remember.
didn't amount to anything, I don't think, so...
It did not, but I think Jet's gonna check it if he doesn't find all the items.
Especially if he doesn't get Big Key until, like, Argus or something.
No, he already opened the big chest. It was 10 arrows. But, I mean, I'm in the same boat. Usually, if I have not yet found map or compass, and there's the chance that West Wing has both of those things, then I'll re-enter and go that way. But there's the map, so Jet probably will come back in and do the West Wing. Yeah, I think one of the biggest dangers for DD may be that he just counted the wrong number of items in Ice Palace.
Yeah, who knows?
If he's using a tracker on his stream
I'm gonna check
that
that right
shows
now,
the number of dungeon chests, yeah, if he's got a tracker up that shows the number of dungeon chests and he's restreaming the tracker, then might be able to see if he's left one open.
No, he knows he has one item left in Ice Palace.
Okay. Shoot.
His tracker is accurate for Ice Palace.
But if Ether is at Pedestal? Or even Turtle Rock, I mean, it's very likely Fire Rod will be required to get Ether out of Turtle Rock if it's there.
Yeah, unless it's somehow in first chest, but
Yeah.
that would just
That means
just only put Jet in the lead, I think. So
yeah, Fire Rod's...
all Jet has to do is just clear Turtle Rock anyway.
And let's not forget that Jet's already cleared Skullwoods as well.
Yes.
Just in pure crystal count, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry to Jet, but Jet's in a hurry.
Got a Jet. Yeah, Jet is going back to check the west wing of Swamp Palace.
Sorry, I was supposed to say, "You'll never defeat Ganon!" and then I just explode, like, spontaneously afterwards.
One of the pitfalls of finishing Argus before doing the West Wing is usually you come in with hookshot and you grab that extra key, but whoops. But on the plus side, it's impossible to flood the key by mistake in this case. Join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest in Korodai. Or else you will
die.
die.
I can't. I just don't have the deep candor in my voice where I can just. I just don't have that bassy like Christopher Lee,
deep
power in my
candor.
voice.
Not into the pit. It burns. You haven't seen the last of me.
You haven't seen the last of me. I just sound like a Sesame Street character trying to sound like him, dude.
When's Faces of Evil Randomizer, guys?
Oh, man. Author Blues, get on that right now. Jet can full clear TR. He has everything he needs. All you need is either hookshot or hammer, and then you need mitts, and then you need
Troopster is trying to say that the stream says bash cross product, but I will point out it's bash comma cross product, which means it's telling me to bash everyone else.
Yep.
Kill Bart.
I'm just trying to promote the best
Bart.
shell program in existence.
Alright, DrunkenDraconian is going to head into T-Rock. He might not get very far without the Fire Rod. If he's lucky, he'll get Ether, and then have to do a full clear Fizzery Mire. That doesn't sound very lucky.
I will be in disbelief if Ether is the first item.
Thank you, Ashiria. With the cross-product bash, I was waiting for the Earthbound reference.
Oh man, I'm nervous for Draconian.
I think Ether is the worst thing that he can find out here, honestly, even though he needs it.
Okay, thank God.
He's out of here.
Will he go back to Ice Palace, though? Because Jet is also doing some overall checking. I mean, he doesn't have much more to check, but...
I don't know if DrunkenDraconian's got anything other than Ice Palace.
Yeah, no, he's checked everything he can. Like, he can go to... Yeah, okay, he's going back. So this will be a quick... This will be a quick traversal for him.
I think Jet's officially in the lead right now. The runners have the same, all of the same crystals.
He's a dungeon ahead.
Except for that swamp, yeah, or Skullwoods.
He's a dungeon ahead, technically 2 if it turns out that Ether is in pedestal. Oh
right,
man, I'm feeling for DD. He's not gonna be happy to find this.
Yeah, tactical fail is saying it's telling you to perform a cross product, but then it wouldn't say bash comma cross product. It would say bash.
Bash can't be used for cross products. You need like MATLAB for that. Bash is just a shell program.
Oh, I thought it meant bash.
It's a shell program used in Linux. Oh, excuse me. With the Richard Stallman interjection here, GNU/Linux. Programming jokes, yay!
Someone should put a hex on you.
I'm
sorry, that joke was very basic.
But what if I'm Octal, bro? Octal rock.
Oh boy. I'm gonna need to drink some Java to wake me up after that joke.
Oh, man. You don't need an oracle to tell you that one. Dead beef for everyone.
That one stung like a python.
Hey, tell me, can you sing in C#? I can. Oh my god, I can's also a pun too!
What?
Oh man,
I can't.
I've just peaked. I can't do any better than that.
Alright.
Someone get me off the mic, please.
I'm off my element here. Your method is obviously better than mine. I just can't function with all these
I'll make an
programming
exception.
jokes.
I'm just pointing to null stuff here.
Man,
And
that was
there's
another double.
Rod.
That was another double pun. You got exception and null in there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, null pointer exception. It's a Java joke. Why do I use Java?
Hey, Jet's going into Turtle Rock, and he'll be able to progress since he's got Fire Rod.
You know, if
And DrunkenDraconian's gonna have to go. Oh, he's gonna. DrunkenDraconian is going for the Land Mola Ether, but except he's not.
What's he doing?
He's gonna finish Skullwoods. He did leave 2 items in Skullwoods.
Yep, I agree.
So it's smart for him to go to Skullwoods. I was just hoping for that pedestal.
Yeah. Well, again, neither of them are literate. They cannot read.
Yeah, bookless pedestal seed would be a troll.
God. And we've seen like what 2 seeds this tournament already with blind pull required. So, which is 2 more than we need to see.
Blind pull. Well, if the pedestal text was written in Braille, they'd be able to see what was there.
They'll just give blind one of the pendants they have already. Blind will just keep his. I'm done. I can't be funny anymore. That's assuming I was even funny in the first place. Haha.
You're doing great.
So I'm convinced that Jet's gonna be in go mode after Turtle Rock. I would be really surprised if Ether was somewhere else. But then I'm hoping, for the sake of our own entertainment and neither of the runners.
Again, we apologize to our European viewers. But hey, Daylight Savings Time is this weekend for you guys, so...
Oh yeah, that's
where Daylight Savings Time ends. So you'll get that hour back.
No, they have another week or so. It's in the 5th, I think, was it?
I believe it's this Saturday.
No, it's not October, I don't think. It's in November. Well, I can just check that. I'm only sitting at a computer.
Well, I'm basing this
I can multitask.
I'm basing this on an announcement Stravaris made in the Super Metroid Tournament Discord. So,
oh.
But hey, he lives in America, so he might... I don't know.
Oh, and Blue Cane in Chain Chomp Room.
Oh man, now the Spike Cave is unlocked.
Yeah, it might have something. I wouldn't be surprised if Laser Skip has Cape. But then again, Gan's Tower has like all these items, so...
It's the 5th of November?
Yeah, it is. Just remember that, you know?
Maybe I misread the announcement.
I don't know. According to Google, it's the 5th. Oh, but apparently it's different time in Europe and US, so...
Right. Let's see, I saw in the...
Oh, I just realized...
Daylight Savings Time in Europe ends on this coming weekend. Please keep this in mind when you schedule your matches with our European runners.
They're gonna have so much more time ahead of us, we'll never be able to catch up.
I mean, actually, they're gonna have less. They're 6 hours ahead now, but after Saturday, they'll only be 5 hours ahead. So we might be able to catch up that extra hour.
We'll need that time save, you know?
Do you ever think about starting a speed run at like 1:30 a.m. the day Daylight Savings Time ends?
How does that work for like timers and stuff? Because wouldn't they base that on well, if it's Unix time, then I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I'll have to check. Well, Life's with open source, so I can actually check how they do it.
I mean, it's just a joke. But like you would do like a Link to the Past NMG, maybe like you'd get normally your run would be an hour and a half, but you'd start at 1:30 a.m. on Saturday and finish at 2 a.m. You'd cut an hour off of your PB. That would be pretty good.
Literal, like real life world record strats. Let's go. I can agree with that kind of choice. Oh man, if Mimic Cave has this. Nope.
So it looks like we've got the rest of T-Rock. So there's the big chest, there's the roller pin room, which one of those two has to be a small key, I think. Yes. And then there's 4 on the laser bridge. Okay, so 5 more chests in Turtle Rock. One of them is a small key. One of the other 4 could be Ether. Or Ether could be at Pedestal. And no matter where you are at any point in a run, as soon as you find out Ether is at Pedestal, you feel behind.
Oh my god, there's Lamp!
Wow!
Unbelievable!
That's... First of all, that's really convenient.
Oh my god!
That's immediately before a dark room. But
I have never seen that before in my life.
now, like, what were these guys supposed to do?
I think
guess the lamp-
I think that's what they've been supposed to do this whole seed.
They were supposed to come here to get Lamp and then go back to Pod and get the bow and everything.
No, Bo was only in Kingstone.
Bo was in
and
Kingstone.
and
Hookshot,
wasn't
it was
you're not
Hookshot,
locked
it
by
was
you're not locked by darkness for.
All right, here we go. We got
Hookshot,
one key. Oh man.
The only thing that Lamp technically blocks is half
One
magic.
more chance.
Technically.
One more chance for Ether to be here. Uh-oh, is it gonna be here?
Oh no! Wait.
Trinex though.
Hold on. Did Trinex have an item?
Oh, didn't catch the map and compass drops in Turtle Rock, so maybe. Either way, jeez.
Ether way.
Uh-huh. I coined that joke already.
Oh. Mimic Cave only had a blue ruby. That was where the other part of Sick Kid's lunch money went.
Oh, is Jet gonna get the 0 cycle here? Oh, he didn't switch to Fire Rod. Oh, he did. Okay, he wasn't sure. Oh, bad Trinex. You peed on the carpet again.
I'd
Hate
be a
that
little
line.
worried if my pet's urine was radioactive blue. Phazon, dude. Pure Phazon.
Face on.
I run
Don't
Metroid
phase
Prime,
on
so
the
I can
cow.
make that joke. I've got credentials. Actually, I'm kidding. I wish more people played Metroid Prime as like a speed game. Okay, he just said that.
So,
that's full cleared.
oh boy, it's off to desert.
It's off to
Okay,
somewhere.
might not
dude.
be at Pedestal. It could still be a land mola.
Yeah,
But I
it could just
I
be.
think Jet still got some
Don't
open
forget.
world
Don't
stuff.
forget. There's still the basement.
Oh, Hera, that's right. Oh man.
This is nuts, dude. What's Jet?
And they're still
doing?
gonna have to do Misery Mire after
Has
this.
Jet ever
but-
checked Floating Island? I thought we knew from him going to Spiral Cave in the beginning. Jet, you don't have all the.
He's going to Hera. You
Oh,
just
okay, that
said
makes
it, and
sense.
he's doing it.
Yeah. I hate myself. Oh my god. Now if we get Book and it's in like one of the tablets. Book actually would open up 3 items. At least in terms of intel for Pedestal.
Mhm.
Yeah, who knows? So yeah, that's really interesting stuff that if Lamp was required. But that's crazy if this ends up being a Pedestal seed and Lamp, you know, technically blocks Pedestal, so or Pedestal is technically Lamp locked.
Right, with Eastern Palace.
Yeah, Quake was in Moldorm Cave, I think, in the very beginning. No, it was in Death Mountain. It was in the 5 chest room in Death Mountain.
So this is extremely tight now.
It really is.
Since they might not look for
The
ether
one,
in
the
the same
one,
order.
the one big thing for Jet though is, you know, if he needs to clear the rest of the pendant
There
dungeons.
it
Oh, there's
is.
ether. He is good to go. Well, what a seed.
Luckily for Jet, lightning strikes twice. That one looks kind of like the Franklin
I just
badge.
got that. Oh my god. No. Please no.
Can we call
Oh
that
wait,
the Franklin badge?
even more important. No, he's not doing bird toss.
Oh,
No. No.
I don't think he
And it
knows how
also
to
just
bird
occurred to
toss.
me that we had vanilla medallions for this seed.
Yeah.
I'm so sad we don't get to see the bird toss. Jet, how dare you, sir?
So I guess, as it turned out, they really didn't need any tax breaks
Nope.
because they didn't need dependents.
Haha. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if he
Jet
falls
didn't
down,
use,
if he
Jet
falls down
didn't
trying
use
to get the first
ether to
chest.
freeze the bird.
So what if Jet tries to hover, and after he gets Big Key, in case Big Key's here, will he just go right off?
Well, yeah, he's not gonna. I've talked to Jet about hovering. I was able to hover half a block once in all the
Also,
practice I did.
speaking of literature and tax forms, we got the book. Yo, he found his W2. He's ready to go. Again, he can just go back to that room, try to hover, fall down, and then he'll get his write-offs. He'll fall right off. I can't kill. I'm killing this joke, dude. I hate myself.
Better
I
you
need to
than me.
stop being so obvious. Okay, I can agree with this play. Just in case he doesn't have to go anywhere else in Meyer. Nope. But then, again, will he just go for potentially the vanilla big key?
Yeah, there could be a time difference in the way they route Misery Mire. No.
Oh, and there we go. But yeah, again, like, even with... I can't believe even despite those two relatively significant mistakes from both Jet and Draconian's side, this race is still, like, really good.
Yeah, they kind of canceled each other out. Jet dying the cold stare and DrunkenDraconian.
It could come down to a left or right side gamble.
Yeah.
I love that.
So Jet's remembering his layout of Misery Mire. Remembers that he can actually go through the big key door on the left side since he was closer to that. Pretty nice. It looks like double Turtle Rock wasn't even required.
No.
Well, it was.
Well, that's still nuts because again, you had that's a Bombos locked ether.
Oh, Jet just missing the Cane Dash.
Because Lamp was locked by Bombos and Fire Rod, so
Lamp was locked.
I
Oh
don't think
yeah.
I've ever seen Lamp of all items being blocked by something as big as a medallion. So Jet died before he could complete Ice Palace, and he didn't even. And it turned out that Cane was an additional progressive item that was in Ice Palace. But DrunkenDraconian sort of counteracted that time loss because he cleared Ice Palace and got Cane first, but never checked the big chest to get Fire Rod.
Where's the bird toss Franker Face V emote?
At least Vitreous, he's totally free.
Yeah, 2 aggros to the eye.
2 big ones.
2 big ones.
2 quick
My
ones.
allowance.
Sorry, 2 quick ones! Or however it goes.
The old 1-2. Smackaroo.
I don't know,
So
man.
you
Pedestal could still have something. It could have cape. It could have the bug neck.
I had a race where I had just checked the pedestal and it was cape, and I was like, uh-oh. And I walked I had a Dark World portal. I walked immediately to the east to check Bumper Cave just to see if the pedestal was required. It wasn't.
That was
But
a
it
good
was
check.
one of those, like, Aghanim is required an hour and a half in seats.
Oh no! Are you serious?
Yeah, because Hammer and Flippers were both on East Dark World.
Oh wow. Is this sort of the standard go mode routing for Meyer? Where you check that first before you commit to left side?
I mean, it can go... Once you get to this room with the jellyfish that drops the key, you just have to take a guess at that point.
I guess it's fair. Alright, well... Speaking of something that's not related to jellyfish or Meyer, really... Take your guess, make your guess, take your pick, guess, whatever. Pick a number between 1 and 22. If you guess right, you may end up getting nothing because we have no prize to offer. But you
I'm
can still
gonna
get
guess
bragging rights, and that's all that matters.
E to the I pi plus 8.
We got a guess of W. No Bob chest guess. No 14s yet. Oh man, this room is a real troll. Especially if you get hit and knocked into the Samaria block.
Oh,
and Jet's going right side.
Yeah. Oh man, Drunken Draconian.
If it turns out it's time room the whole time. That would be big if Draconian's like, you know what? I'm doing tile room and just ends up getting it, and Jet completely clears the whole dungeon looking for big key.
If I'm checking right side, I usually like to do tile room, just because I hate that room with the torches. It's really tough, man.
Kind of fires you up, huh?
Yep.
Wow, what a gamble!
Oh, man, he's still looking for a small key.
Unbelievable!
He's gonna get the small key in this room, but yeah, wow,
Yeah.
good gamble
Wow.
from Jet. So even the possibility of DD catching up with a right side gamble, Jet took that away
Jet's
from
in
him.
good form right now. Shoutouts to this MP3 race that's happening right now.
MP3
It might just be
race.
me. I don't know if it's the stream.
Nah, the
You're just
video
sitting there,
froze
got
on
the key.
the commentary stream, but it looks like it's still going on the. Oh no, it's froze. We
Yeah,
can
Jet's
still
just
hear it though.
Yeah, Jet, what are you doing? Go to Ganon. You got your small key.
And now there's no audio.
Uh-oh. I'm scared. Help. I mean, but here's the thing. Jet's not moving, but neither is Draconian. He's just sitting there waiting to go to Vitreous. Like, you know,
Yeah,
there's
bold
no
move
real
for
time
both
loss on
players.
either side. And I have no audio at all, so I'm guessing String can hear it, though. Which would make sense, considering Feasel is a mixing video and audio legend. The AV God. Okay, I think we should be getting back up to speed here in a bit. I mean, at this point, it's just, you know...
I'm gonna bring up multi-twitch. You
Jet's going through...
keep refreshing the restream.
Okay, so Jet already cleared Gauntlet at this point, so he's just doing Land Mollusk. Someone get a lantern. Yeah, they're just doing dark rooms.
Alright.
Wow, and okay, so 2 round? No, never mind. That was 1 round, I think. I don't know. It looked like it was 1 round, maybe. So I'm assuming just everything post Big Key was just really solid for Jet.
Yeah, I'm looking directly at their streams now. Jet's in the
Okay,
fire
the restream came back up for me, so.
There we go. Alright, I'll close this bad boy then. So, sorry for the technical issues, and shoutouts to Fiesel for getting everything up and running again. Alright, Jet is...
People mentioned PowerPoint, but honestly, I think it's LibreOffice that's trying to get their market share back, so... I'm sorry, I'll never make that joke again. Cross, don't give me the silent treatment, man! Now the question is, will Jet validate?
No,
and
I guarantee you he won't.
Why do I know that he's gonna get Butter Sword in validation chest?
He's not.
Of course he will.
Don't play that.
He likes going fast. Validation chest is very important.
I mean, I guess it could be like a potion. He did what he thought was the right decision.
I mean, no one's not done yet, so...
Yeah. He doesn't know DD's in the tile room right now.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, after the Ice Palace mishaps by both players, you know... like, both of them have to think they're behind.
And both of them would be right.
Because Jet never got
Except for
Kane,
Jet.
and Draconian never got the Fire Rod.
He could have had a triple there, except the blue ball.
Those were some good Aghanim placements. And again with this one.
Yeah, 3
That
doubles.
was easy 3-shot. I mean, he only needed the 2 left, but
Well, neither of the runners validated by checking the tavern NPC, so.
oh no.
Oh, and DD has a small key from the tile room, so he saved a little bit of time there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He saved a little bit of the time back that he spent in tile room.
Because of what happened.
Alright, get your teleport guesses ready.
Yeah. Start your day with a delicious whole grain breakfast created for your incredible insights.
The old Weetabix commercial.
Oh, Weetabix. I love the Sting reference and the Spaceballs reference. Even though the Spaceballs text is like the worst one possible. Well, actually, I guess the police one is still pretty slow too, but...
I think that they're all the same length. It's just that since the lines are shorter, it's like a lot of blank space, so it seems slower. I'm sure Vitorb knows the answer to that. He writes all the text stuff.
Jet's already in 4th phase. He's good to go here. Not even pulling out the lamp or fire rod.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the hit before the torches go out. You don't even really need torch glitch when you have silver arrows.
Yeah, and with half magic, it's just a pretty free 4th phase. Oh yeah, Ganon Music isn't 7-8. That's cool. I know the Ganondorf fight in OOT is like something like 14/6. Oh, this is... Oh my god. Triple?
Oh,
no.
Got the triple.
I got so scared, but...
You got the one before the light going out and then a double and a single. That's really good.
Jet comes back from nearly falling off and defeats Ganon without too much trouble after that.
I wasn't worried.
I was. I was a little worried.
Alright, Jet082 Duns in first place with a time of 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 28 seconds. Congratulations to our winner. And again, follow both of the runners, Jet082 and DrunkenDraconian, as well as my co-commentator, Bash. I'm not sure what his Twitch URL is.
Thank you. I don't know if you want me to say it or not. It's in the chat.
There's a command for it. Someone just types !C, and that will also lead you a link to our awesome tracker for the evening, Sabotender. Shoutouts again.
Yeah, shoutouts to him. He's been doing a great job tonight. And we get the best of the Lord of the Rings credits Actually, no, I like Return of the King a lot, but I like all three movies. Okay, books too, but... So I take it we're waiting on Jet to come in, if he wants to interview. Cross, do you want to handle the interview, or... I figured you'd want to.
Okay, I can.
Because, like, so much happened, I figured I would just go all Tarantino. Okay, he's in the waiting room, he should be here in just a bit.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for us to pull him in, even though he could move down himself.
I'm really interested in hearing what he thinks.
Whoosh. Hey, I just
Hey!
got home. Who won?
Hey.
Congrats on your victory.
Oh man, that death to cold stare really almost tilted me, I guess.
Yeah, it was rough, especially since Cold Stare would have dropped that small key, which probably would have sent you back in to get Kano Samaria, I'd bet.
Well, so that's what I was thinking the second time I went in, because I actually didn't realize my key situation. I'm like, maybe all the items are on the left because I didn't find Hookshot yet, and I've at least seen a path where all of the items were on the left-hand side and nothing was on the right. So I was sort of gambling on that, but I died, and then I'm like, ah. But then I decided to go back just in case there was something of worth. And then I noticed I had no small key. I'm like, oh, Cold Stare drops a small key. There's an item on the right. Which I guess was a good call.
Yeah, that kid was a huge surprise for me, but even more surprising, though, was that DD also had to go back to Ice Palace. He did basically the exact opposite routing you did. He did right side first, but went to Cold Stare and never checked the big chest.
Which was Fire Rod.
Yes.
He didn't have... Because I did Skull Woods right after. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
But then I was able to check the northern side, which got me the bow. So I'm not sure if he got the bow earlier. I have a feeling maybe... Because I know a lot of people like to do the...
I believe
go
he
up the
did,
Skull
yes.
Woods right away, and maybe check the northern side if you have mirror. Did he have bow before me?
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah, he went to
I had a
Skullwoods
feeling.
immediately. He did he did what I like to do: go to Skullwoods in V26
Yeah.
as soon as it opens up. And while he was up there, he did the whole northern pass. So he got
Like-
bow before getting Gold Glove, even.
Like I had the Death and Cold Stare. Then when I saw bow, I'm like, there's a chance he probably had this first. I felt way behind.
Yeah, he did have the time advantage until he himself went to Ice Palace and ended up having to go back for Fire Rod.
Yeah, the northern route, I don't think I got anything. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I got anything checking the southern area. Ice Rod was needed, which was in Thieves, so that was good.
There was the mushroom at Stumpy, which led
Right,
to
okay,
Titan's Mate.
that's what you need from Titan.
Other than that, not too much.
Although
it
I
was like-
debated on doing Hype Cave first, which usually if I do Hype Cave, the first thing I get the Dark World, then I'll check Old Stumpy and the Shovel Game first. So this time I'm like, well, I got Hammer, I can do Thieves, let's just go to Thieves.
Yeah, and then there was also the Hammer Peg chest, which then led to Bombos, which then locked both fire sources.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
Dude, the lantern! What
I've
kind
never
of
seen
spot
that.
is
I've never
that?
seen lamp.
So
I've
you
never
were
seen
technically
lamp
supposed to go in the Turtle Rock twice in this scene.
Yeah, exactly. This was a double
you-
dip because you need to go back. No, was
Yeah.
it?
I don't think so. There was nothing
Wait.
behind the dark room besides half magic, from what I know.
Yeah, because Kane and Fire Rod were both.
Yeah.
Hookshot was on the right hand side, which
Never
required
mind.
bow, which was in
Yeah.
the light world. Yeah,
It was
this was
bow
on
lock, but that was it.
Oh yeah, I was hoping for a triple dip Turtle Rock suit.
That's like Lantern is missing, and you have to get something that leads to Lantern and something that leads to Ice Rod.
We were getting a little curious if Ether was going to end up on pedestal or just somewhere in a pendant dungeon, but nope, just Terra.
After doing like Turtle Rock, I'm like, let me gamble on Turtle Rock. This maybe, I don't know. I actually was thinking of doing that before Swamp, even because I felt behind. But I was ready to blind pull. Like, I mean, we saw where Book was.
Oh, good timing on that torch glitch from DD here.
Yeah, that was
He's out of
ridiculous.
arrows, dude. At least he got the torch glitch and has half magic.
Yeah, I think he has a blue potion still from the pickup he had.
Nah, he used that.
Oh, never mind.
He used that in Spike Cave.
I'm glad to see he also used the custom sprite. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing old man rescue old man.
Although we
You know, he
didn't
had
see much of
plenty
it though.
time in the dark to ponder, who his savior was, and who knows? I mean, who would have known that he himself came from some timeline?
It's always weird getting lanterns so late.
Yeah, my God.
But-
I mean, I know it's possible, but man, because that was a late Turtle Rock too. Like, oh, DD has to be a little careful. I think he's pretty close to beating him. Oh, there, and speaking
Really
of,
close.
takes down Ganon.
Ooh, that was a close one. I just watched it here.
GG's.
Ice Palace.
And
Mean
Drunken
Palace.
Draconian finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 13 seconds. Congrats to DD for playing just great. Like, great routing all around by both players. And finishing sub 2 hours, even with the... even with Ice Palace being Ice Palace, so... Yeah, just all around, what a good race. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, make sure you follow the runners, Jet082 and DrunkenDraconian. Follow Speed Gaming, Speed Gaming 2, Speed Gaming 3, Speed Gaming 4. And if you'd like to check out the secondary tournament as well, they're on Randomizer Mania and Randomizer Mania 2.
Sabatender, our great tracker for tonight.
And commentary by Bash
Oh, thank you. You
Prime.
yourself were fantastic on the mic as usual.
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking forward to watching the VOD later.
Yeah, I kind of made some really half-hearted attempts at some puns, and then
Jet,
I got
you'll
bashed
appreciate
on
his
product.
programming puns, though.
Oh my God, they were,
Oh, nice.
they were bad.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
Alright, we want to see...
That'd be crazy if, like, Butter was on pedestal. I don't know what was on pedestal, though.
Oh, I missed the message. Like I said, I was actually ready to just blind pull that. Like, it was getting to the point where we're running out of items, and I'm like, after Hera, I was going to do Spike Cave, and then I just had one item left in Desert, so I'm like, and that was on Lamola, so it's like, I might as well just blind pull, because I'm pretty sure that, like, that was it. I checked everything else. So that would have been neat to have Ether there and book in Ganon's Tower, so it's not like it's something you can easily check.
Alright, Jet, so with the victory tonight, that secures you a spot in the next round, I believe, does it not?
Yes, you need 4 wins, and then you're moving on to the group stage.
So, with it, is it still it's a full-on bracket at this point, right? Is it single or double elimination? Or are they still doing, like, a round-robin system for group stage?
I think it's a round robin for group stage, and then we're going to the, I think, a single elim. Let me
Oh,
pull
man.
it up.
We can see if DD wants to come in for just a quick sec. I think we're a little behind schedule. We have another race that was supposed to start
Yeah.
at 11:30 on this channel.
Also, the game had to make one more computer
Or-
programming reference, and
Wait,
boy, loves threads.
Oh no, I'm getting mixed up here. The Speed Gaming schedule says there's another race on, but the Link to the Past schedule says it started at 10:30. So I'm a little confused, but
Should have been 9:30 EST.
that's the time this race started.
Yeah.
So
Oh, but yeah, it's 10:30. It would be 10:30 now.
the group stage is just a round robin. You play everyone, and then the bracket stage after that is best of 3 for all rounds. So there you go.
Well, thank you for that. I'm just excited to see more races being done, especially with round robin. It's fantastic. Hey, welcome.
How's it going?
Congrats on
Hey. GG's.
Well fought race.
It really was.
I mean,
It was closer than than either of you would have realized.
I thought that
I
I
like
was
your Link
ahead.
Bible thump.
I thought I was ahead until Ice Palace.
I felt behind at Ice Palace because I died to Cold Stare, and I I got Fire Rod, so I left, did Skull Woods, and then actually got Bow at that point. Like, it was really late. And when I saw the Bow there, I'm like, there's a chance you had it much earlier if you went north instead of south.
I got
So
it
I was
super
actually
early.
a little worried. And I'm like, well, let me check Ice Pals just in case.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I got the cane.
Spectre Knight was supposed to start. That's what we have coming up. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's a Shovel Knight DLC game, which should be pretty cool. So we won't hang around too much longer. Fusel's gonna have to switch things over to the Scepter Knight. I think he's already done it. So
Yep.
everyone, once again, congratulations to Jet082 for winning, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for commenting,
Great race, guys. Thanks again for racing. You guys did a fantastic job. And I look forward to group stage being just as hype as the Swiss. But yeah, I'm Bash. Cross, thank you.
My pleasure.
I will see you guys some other time. Good night.